This is the Booty Loop, the famous 3-mile loop around Myers Park in Charlotte. Cyclists, riders know all about it. It's also home to the 24 hours of Booty for the cancer community. And ironically enough, this stop sign is where it all starts with that sticker right there. I wanted to catch up with the man behind the mission, and what better place to have this conversation than a place where we feel very comfortable. It's time to get suited up. Let's go. So out of all the places, Spencer, is this where you feel most comfortable? I would think you would.
Oh yeah, I mean, riding the bike, I've been doing it for so long, but I always, get excited for 24 Hours of Booty. It's such a magical time, and it's really not about the bike. Ironically, yeah. The bike is like the tool, but people are riding just casually out during the event, and that's really what it's about. It's a celebration. It's honoring folks, riding in memory of people, and just telling stories. And that came out in the first year when I was riding by myself to meet survivors and supporters.
Yeah.
And it's been that way ever since. It's just a whole lot bigger.
I want to get back to like the important stuff, but real fast, I'm logging this. So does this count as training?
I think this counts as training. I need all the help I can get.
Yeah.
Because during the event, I'm not actually pushing towards any kind of mileage goal.
Right.
It's
because you're talking to everybody.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to meet with neighbors and the supporters and Queen's University, and there's so many people out there supporting, and it's part of what I have to do.
By the way, people that don't know Spencer is the founder of the 24 Hours of Booty. Man, I'm trying to keep up. Oh God, I gotta keep up. Okay, here we go. And I might be out of breath. I'm just saying there's a good chance I'm gonna be out of breath. You are the mayor. He is the mayor of Bootyville. How long does it take you to do a lap? Because aren't you like stopping and taking pictures and selfies and shaking hands with everybody?
Yeah, 15 minutes is a decent lap out there during the event, but last year it took me an hour and a half to do the first lap.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
I'm stopping and talking to people, and
well, you should, yeah.
High-fiving people, and just greeting the neighbors who are coming out there having parties, and the parties too, boy,
oh man,
they don't mess around.
That was probably one of my most favorite things last year. It was my first year. I didn't know what to expect. Was going through the neighborhood. You got these incredible homes, especially when it gets late at night. These people turn up, Spencer.
Yeah.
I'm talking like full catered spreads. You got, you got bands out there. it's everything.
Hey, if I, can share, we actually sang a song together last year.
Oh, okay. It was easier for me to sing those high notes because of the spandex that we were wearing. Before we get to the big year, which obviously is this year, 24th anniversary for 24 Foundation, 24 Hours of Booty. I know you're an old man, but can you think back 24 years ago when you were sitting on a bike? Or you probably didn't even have a bike 24 years ago.
Yeah.
How did this idea start?
I was riding on the Booty Loop like I did many, many times, and a lot of people had done, because the Booty Loop was already there.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if I could ride 24 hours, but I wanted to try and challenge myself and do something that hadn't been done before.
Yeah.
And see if I can make a difference in the cancer community.
Why the cancer community? There's a million things you could raise money for, or just do it for a challenge. Why that?
Yeah, I've been reading the stats. The stats had been out there, 1 in 2 men and 1 in 3 people overall are going to be affected by cancer. And I'm like, that's not good. That's not a good stat.
Yeah.
And I liked riding my bike. I wanted to do something, so I just kind of combined the two ideas. And the Booty Loop was there, and I don't know, I just kind of went for it. And a lot of amazing things happened on that first ride, though, that told me that this is not a one and done thing.
Oh, really?
This is something that other people want to be part of.
Yeah, yeah. Like what? Give me an example that first year where there was some kind of confirmation that I'm on the right path.
Yeah, so this happened multiple times during the event. I'm just riding around again, no permission, no road closure, no permit, no idea if I can make it. Yeah. And I'm riding along, and I see a bike rider in a driveway on the Booty Loop. I ride by, and they come out and catch up to me and they say, hey, are you the guy riding for 24 hours? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, hey, my name's Jack. I'm a cancer survivor. And I'm inspired by what you're doing out here. Let me tell you my story. So I'm like, okay. So talk to him, and then happened again and again. In the middle of the night it happened, 4 o'clock in the morning it happened. And by the end of it, I was like, oh my God, all these survivors heard about what I was doing and wanted to come out and thank me, but also share their stories. And so I thought, man, this is something that I have to figure out how to do this. So, I had borrowed a bike for the first event, didn't even have a bike, didn't know how to run an event, didn't know how to do a nonprofit philanthropy, and just had to figure it out. And that's what I did. Slowly but surely, 100 people the first year publicly, and then 250 people, and then 500 people, and it just grew and grew and grew because the magic is in the community. This kind of special experience is 100% in the agency of others. And by building that community, I didn't even think about the results. I was just trying to build the community. I wanted more people to come out and experience what I have experienced. And
Man, that's cool, Spencer.
that continues to be my motivation.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, in case you can't tell, I'm constantly playing catch up. Spencer's like 2 or 3 feet in front of me. I got to catch my breath and grab some water. We're going to talk more about what the 24 years has been like and what is on tap for the big anniversary this year. It's getting awesome, and I can't wait to tell you about it. All right, we're going to you grab some water. I'm going to grab some water in my breath. We'll see you in a second. Okay, we're back with Spencer Lueders with 24 Foundation, the founder of not only 24 Hours of Booty, but the 24 Foundation. And like you saw us previously, I'm playing catch up. I'm on his back wheel the entire time. All right, Spencer, I got a question for you. Besides the Booty Loop, which we'll come back to the 24 Hours of Booty, the actual event, but now there's a 24 Foundation. Like, how did that grow out of all this?
Yeah, like I was saying, I had no background in nonprofits or event management or any of that, but I just had to figure it out. And a lot of this, happened in the early 2000s before there was a lot of access to this information. So it was really grassroots, on the kitchen table kind of thing. My wife and I were just kind of figuring it out as we went. But
you mean no AI where you could just type it in there?
No.
How do I start a foundation?
Right. So, but the event was growing, and we knew we needed to formalize it and do everything we could to make it as buttoned up as possible. So, for a time period, we went under Foundation for the Carolinas, which is here in Charlotte.
Yeah.
And they're a nonprofit, and they are like an umbrella. So we use them as an umbrella, and we quickly found out that our model is not great for them because they're used to getting a few checks from family foundations every year and managing that money. Right. And we were sending them literally thousands of checks for this event. So anyway, we decided we got to do our own nonprofit. So I had to figure out how to do a 501c3 application.
Yeah.
Did that. And then we were off and running as 24. We actually called 24 Hours of Booty Inc. at first, and then we rebranded as 24 Foundation because we're truly a foundation. I mean, we do grants into the community to other nonprofits with similar missions and align with us. And so we've been doing that now for, this is going on 24 years. So it's been a pretty wild ride.
Man, yeah, like no pun intended.
Yeah.
I mean, what had been like, you got 24 years of stories and changing people's lives, and the downside is 24 years of people that maybe, the cancer got the best of them. Like, what has that 24-year ride been like?
Well, there's always teams that come online when someone gets affected by cancer, impacted, and they want to make a difference. They were impacted somehow, either themselves or someone that they know or love, and teams form around those people. And so it's a very special and important time because they want to do something, and we're the platform and sort of the venue to let them do that. And knowing that the money stays here locally gives people this assurance that we're doing the right thing, and they can see where the money goes at Levine Children's Hospital and Levine Cancer Institute. And it's an honor to be able to have a venue and a platform to let people express, their interest and their passion for helping others. And we've developed that over the years from just being really grassroots to now a full-fledged, very buttoned up, 501c3.
Oh man, yeah, you guys are one of the slickest nonprofits in the area for sure. I bet you've had people over the years, Spencer, that you don't even know. Do they just want to come up and give you a hug and say, like, you had no idea what this organization or this ride has meant to us and our family?
Yeah, and it happens every year. And Jason, the most meaningful ones are, a survivor will come up to me and say, hey, Spencer, I wouldn't be here. I literally wouldn't be alive if it weren't for 24 Foundation, the programs that you guys provide. And I took advantage of those, and I'm here today because of it.
Oh,
it brings me to tears.
yeah.
And I hug them deeply and then say, listen, I appreciate that. I accept that on behalf of everybody that's involved. It's hundreds of volunteers. It's an excellent board, amazing staff, and we're all doing this together. I'm just one piece of it. So I'm honored to be in the position that I'm in, but there's so many people involved that help make this happen for that experience. As I talked about before, I want that experience and people to have the same experience that I had and try to deliver that year after year. And those are the stories that kind of come out of it, and many, many more.
Man, you literally have built a village of families, because I can't imagine going through any diagnosis feeling like you're isolated and on your own, and so these survivors and families get together at an event every year looking forward to, building each other up, putting their arms around each other. So, God, that's incredible. Man, 24 years. I know this year is going to be bigger and better than ever for the 24th anniversary, and I'm curious, if people, maybe, do they ride for 24 hours total? Do they ride, is it like, are they trying to do 200 miles or what the different things are? Like last time, I need more water. All right, I'm going to catch my breath. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to grab some more water, and we're going to talk about this year's event, bigger, badder, better than ever before, 24 Hours of Booty. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. One of the reasons, Spencer, I wanted to do this is because you and I had an amazing conversation during last year's 24 Hours of Booty. Not worrying about anything. We're just sitting on bikes talking about everything. We went past the stop sign that had your original sticker.
Yeah.
The original logo. You remember that?
Yeah. That was from the first year. It's still on that stop sign. So maybe.
Do you think about it every time you loop it?
Oh, yeah.
I
look at it and I kind of want to tap the stop sign. It's like a little homage to the early days.
Yeah. Yesteryear.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
We're out, but this year we're doing sort of a retrospective look back.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah, to celebrate all these years. And I'm bringing out some special mementos and stories from the early days that people may not have heard, because there's a lot of new people coming to Charlotte, a lot of new people at 24 Hours of Booty. So it'll be fun to share some of the early day stuff.
Well, I mean, even last year was new for me, so even if you've been doing it 10 years, there's always going to be someone that has no clue how it started and everything that's happened along the way. Well, every time I pass that stop sign, even in my car, I think about it. I want to reach out and tap it.
Yeah.
Just in honor of you and all the ones that have, ones that have come before.
That's awesome.
I'm curious because it's not a race, right? So that's a big misconception. People think, well, I'm not a fit cyclist and I can't go that fast. It's not a race. You can do 1 lap or 400 laps. Do you have people that do challenges, though, for themselves and goals?
Yeah. I mean, what most people do is what we're doing right now. We're just riding and talking.
And following a car.
Yeah. So, it's just casual riding, but there are no prizes for distances. It's really about fundraising. But, there are special stories that have come up over the years that have meaningful sort of places in the 24 Hours of Booty lore. And the one that comes to my mind is called a Camden. And a Camden is 160 miles long. And we do give a little decal for that. Okay. And it's a big deal. It's named for Camden Kibler, who was 160 days old when he passed away. And his dad, Steve Kibler, was from Florida, firefighter. Big, strong, burly guy, doesn't like to ride a bike, but he comes up every year and does 160 miles, and he has a huge team around him with Team Camden, and it's special. I mean, I've been with him when he's doing those 160 miles, and the last several miles. You know, you can see him, Steve, counting down Camden's final days, you know, in his head, and to be there with him when he hits 160 is pretty special. And so he'll be out there this year. And you know, it's stories like that. It's like, you know, he's thankful, like the early days, he's thankful to us for having a venue so he can express this emotion and have healing out here. And he's told me all these things. So, you know, that's just one story of many. But, you know, if you really want up for a challenge, 160 miles over 24 hours is doable. It's going to be a little bit painful, but you've got.
I mean, that's a fraction of the pain, though. But
right.
People fighting cancer and chemo and radiation and losing someone that they're going through.
Right. So yeah, that'll be a special time this year, and there's many other teams and stories out there. We got over 100 teams out there with similar stories. You know, coming together in unity to in memory or honor somebody, or just to support the cancer community. And we'll all be out there together in about a week and a half.
All right, so 24 years. I mean, what do you do for a 24-year anniversary when you're named 24 Foundation? Like, what's on tap? What are you most excited about?
You know, looking back and sharing some of the early stories and the history of how we got here will be important. And then we're planning a special ceremony on Friday night inside Bootyville, which is where everybody camps. And so that'll be a special celebration for the 24th edition of the event. And we've got a little special exhibit I mentioned with a bunch of artifacts and special things over the years. So, you know, but just people recognizing that this is a big year and having a lot of support. You know, there's been a huge wave of support and people coming back who haven't been for a few years, or coming back and getting their old teams together. And you know, just because it's community. I mean, it's unity and it's community, and that's people feel that. They come back because it's like a reunion. They see people maybe they haven't seen all year, and they see them again at Booty because they're coming from out of state. They're coming from all over. But it's so, you know, I look forward to seeing so many people that, you know, I don't get to see that often either. But we're all out there together.
I'm sure
making it happen for the cancer community.
You know, and you guys use those buzzwords, which they're not just marketing words, like hope, healing, celebration. Like, those are buzzwords, but like, that's truly what's happening at this event. And so I'm excited for you. Happy anniversary. I want you to know, when you say that you're pulling out relics, they're your relics. So that just kind of shows your age.
Yeah, it's turning into a love letter from me to everybody. But you know,
I love it.
It's been my life. My kids have grown up around it. You know, it's been the joy of my life to be able to do this and have made changes in my life in order to make it happen. And it's really gratifying. That's
you know, I'm glad you said that, from one dad to another, that your kids that you're modeling a selfless, lifelong move to try to bring the community together and do something for others. I think we need more of that in this world. And so, yeah, from one dad to another, man, congrats. And I know that's not what this is about. It's not a pat on the back, but just shoulder to shoulder, bike to bike, you know, around our community. So if people want to ride, if they want to walk, if they want to ruck, there's still time to sign up. You can go to 24foundation.org. You can raise money if you want, which would be awesome to give back to the cancer community. So this is going to be incredible. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too, man. We'll do some laps together.
Woo! More than right now?
Maybe more.
Okay. All right. Thanks. I appreciate it, Spencer.
Right on.
Oh, man. Look who's trailing off. We'll see you guys.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.